Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Tiny Brains podcast. I'm Kevin Joyce, CEO at Tiny Brains, and with me, as always, is Peter Graham, the Brigadier of Brains.
Good afternoon, all. Why'd you say as always? Oh,
Because you're always here. Anyway, what we do on this podcast every week, for those of you who are new, is we take a look at the biggest stories in XR from the previous week and have a little chat about them all. And we're going to dive straight in today with a story that has actually been quite a topic of discussion.
that's it. Now, we're known for, well, they'd been rumored for quite a while
It
that.
was officially announced.
No, yeah, I'm building up to this.
Oh,
I'm building up to this that Microsoft were in cahoots with Meta to release some sort of collaboration, and then yes, as everyone knows, last week we got the official announcement of the Meta Quest 3S Xbox Edition.
I'm sorry, Peter, but it was officially announced. I think it was at Meta Connect last year or the year before, even. You missed this clearly. So initially, Microsoft and Meta announced that there was an Xbox Meta Quest headset coming to market when Meta announced that they were going to open it up to other brands to produce Meta Quest headsets.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the rumors started last week that it was actually coming, and then it did. But we've known about this headset for a long, long time, and it's only just come to market.
Well, yeah. Well, okay, but there's not really, it was all dropped very last minute, wasn't it? It wasn't exactly they didn't do any big build up or anything. It was literally
Yes,
just
it came out of nowhere.
yeah, okay.
Um, but on the headset itself, it's a Meta Quest 3S that's black with a green line on it. It comes bundled with a control pad, an Xbox controller, and the touch controllers, which there were rumors it wasn't going to have them, but it does, and a 3 month subscription to Game Pass. And is it a 2 or 3 month subscription to MetaQuest Plus?
3 month trial to MetaQuest Plus
Yeah.
or
So,
Horizon Plus actually.
sorry, yeah. So yeah, it's a pretty good bundle for the price. If you want all that stuff, it is the most cost-effective way to get a Quest 3S right now, right?
Well, if you do want all that stuff, I would say that if you've already got Game Pass and you've already got an Xbox controller, then it might be worth just going for the cheaper 3S because you'll save yourself $100. But you do with I think the big part of the deal isn't so much the extra controller, it's the Elite strap, isn't it? The Elite strap's worth $70 by itself. So that's one of the big additions that everyone's going with. But
So yeah, I mean, basically, I think it's a good bundle. I don't think it's a tidal shift for VR in any way. I don't think it's gonna like push into new ground. For the Xbox fans that were on the shelf about it, sure, this is their jumping off point. And it's good for that audience. But this is why, in my mind, it's a limited edition because it is just for that audience.
And then generally limited editions sell out quite quickly. Well, it's not sold out at the moment, so I don't know how limited it is.
Yeah, is it limited as in they're gonna make a couple of runs and then done, or are they just gonna keep making them until people stop buying them? We don't know.
No, but
Either way, sorry.
it looks snazzy.
Yeah,
It
I
actually
like the look of it.
reminds me of the old Rift in a way.
It reminds me of Quest 1.
Okay, yeah, yeah, Quest One, yeah.
But moving away from VR to AR, we've got some news from Xiaomi.
Yes, Xiaomi has announced their, well, not AR, AI glasses because it's their smart glasses. So yeah, there's no screen built into these ones. These are very much like the Meta Ray-Bans and a lot of these smart glasses that are coming out. And yeah, they're going to have AI built in, speakers, cameras, all the sort of stuff that and expect. They announced it and have launched it in China, but there's no indication that it's going to be released globally at the moment because Xiaomi have have said that the glasses have been optimized for Asian face shapes. So is my head too big for these? I don't know, but
Yes, exactly that.
yeah. So yes, the price is around 2,000 RMB. Uh, but roughly speaking, it's about $280. I think that's about right. But like I say, they're only going to be available in China. tailored to, it's gonna, like I say, it's got to have its own AI features in there. It's the Xiao AI voice assistant, so you can look at Alipay QR codes and pay with the voice assistant.
Now, Xiaomi is massive in China, like verging on Apple in America size. They have their own stores and everything like that. They're considered a high quality tech company. So I'm not surprised at this tool. And I'm also not surprised that it is purely for the Chinese market right now because they have that audience there. And once again, as we've said on this podcast all year now, these are steps that need to be taken in order to bring AR to the masses. And I would argue that this is still AR because it does have audio cue AR. So not everything AR is visual, but yes,
Well,
part
okay,
screen.
that's a debate for another time if you're going to start saying
The
AR.
whole podcast on what is AR,
Yeah, I'm sure many people would say that AR is di digitally overlaid information, but
but that can be audio as well.
yeah, audio as well, maybe.
Okay, moving on. We have some investment news. Now, these are two separate investment news pieces.
Yes, Google has announced that. Well, actually, no. The rumor is that Google is going to be investing $100 million in a glasses manufacturer in Korea called Gentle Monster. This follows on from their collaboration announcement, official collaboration announcement a month ago, back in May, where Google, working with Jensen Monster from Korea and an American company called Warby Parker, to make their first smart glasses based on the Android XR system. So that's the first bit of announcement. And that 100 million or reported 100 million will get them about a 4% stake in Gentle Monster. So there you go.
Quantum Monster are a super popular brand. Just putting that out there.
The other bit of information, this one's a little bit smaller, is Virtuix. They were running a crowdfunding campaign over the last year, and they have secured another 3 million in crowdfunding cash, bringing their total investment up to 200 million, which is nice for them.
Congratulations, Virtuix. I saw Virtuix at AWE a couple of weeks ago. Jan's a lovely guy. Congratulations. Let's see more of your consumer products.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. So, good news.
So we're running out of time, so we're going to quickly run through these last few. We always end this podcast with some gaming news, and today we've got five games to talk about. So, Pete, four PSVR games. What are they?
For PSVR games, we've got Dreams of Another coming in 2025. We have got Meteora coming in 2026 for Steam as well. We have got Grit and Valor 1949 that is set to arrive on the 21st of August for PSVR 2. And there is a Steam version as well, which will get VR support at the same time. And then you have Hotel Infinity coming out later this year for PSVR 2 and for Quest 3.
Now, this came out from Sony as an official blog post detailing these four games for the PSVR 2, right at the point where everyone's saying PSVR 2 is dead, including us, sadly. And while they're not first-party games, first-party IP, which is what everybody on PSVR 2 wants, basically, I mean, Dreams of Another, the pixel junk game, that looks amazing. I'm really looking forward to that one in particular. And Meteor has caught my eye as well. It's kind of like a combat racing game where you are a meteor heading towards a planet and you must smash up your opponents to get power ups, and it looks pretty cool. So, while this isn't going to change the tide of the PSVR 2's fate, in my opinion, for people who already own a PSVR 2 or are getting it now at a discounted price, it's great to see that there are more games coming down the line.
Exactly. Exactly that.
And the last one, and this one's a pretty big one, the last one to wrap it up.
Little Nightmares VR Altered Echoes. This was during an announcement by Bandai Namco. It was mainly focused around the Little Nightmares 3 and a lot of their all the flat screen announcements. But they did drop in the VR version or this VR edition, um, which is coming to headsets. I actually don't know which headsets it's actually coming to. I don't think they actually revealed because they didn't reveal too many details. There's no release window, so the details are a little bit thin on the ground. But it's nice to see because I love Little Nightmares 2. I have fond memories of that one.
I'm going to throw this one out there. I have Little Nightmares 1 and Little Nightmares 2, but I've never played them. They're both in my pile of shame.
Oh, shame on you, Kevin. Little Nightmares 2 was great.
Well, maybe Little Nightmares VR will be my first foray into the franchise when it comes out at some point in the future on a headset we don't know yet. But still, it's good that it's here or coming.
So,
Anyway, that's all we got time for this week. Thank you all for watching. If you have any conversations that you would like to hear on the show, maybe you're working on something or you've got some announcement, please reach out to us at any of the thousands of ways it's possible to contact myself and Peter. And we'll see you all again next week.